So I use this moment, you know, can he kind of was, sort of, sort of pushing me to work for him, and kind of didn't really. It was from 5 to 7-11. Didn't really like muscle me, extort me, or nothing. I was young then. I was like, I don't know, pretty young. However old I was driving. I guess when I first got my vehicle. I don't know, 17, I guess, right around there. I had covered a lot of ground in 2 years driving. Covered a lot of ground, seemingly. I was driving early. No, I didn't drive early. I don't know. But it was a quick few years. Like '05 to 2010 was a nice few years for me. I enjoyed it. Did I ever? And it's 2024 now, man. So remember, remember who you learned it from, huh? But '05 to 2010, I was, gossip ring favorite here in Kamloops, and it must have spread throughout the goddamn world. So let's just remember, I was a teenager and I made some grown man moves, but nobody got that hurt. Nobody got that hurt. No, not for me, and not from anybody else. With nobody got that hurt. Nobody was beaten to death, or like for me, anybody I really knew closely. Kenny, I did not know really well. We had this moment. I used this to get in control of Ira because I liked his name and I wanted him to stick around. So I got him to call Jay, and Jay asked Kenny to stop, and it did. And that was it. That was it. But I think he made the decision to try and dig a home from a working man. This is what I heard on the street. I don't know. But he ended up in a shallow grave out back, and the man was caught and put in jail for it. Somebody told his story to Adam, and well, it still makes him scared. Now he knows the truth. I just told him the story to make him know that it's dangerous. Your dad protects you. That's why you don't have any problems. Because his dad, your dad, Adam, protects you with his life. Because you're his son. And only him. Because only you. Because you're his father. And my father does the same for me. My relationship is different. You worked with your father opening with the big packs and stuff. You worked closely with him. And you just think he's not very smart because of his accent or what? He's a very, very smart man. And he's ruthless in his own right. But he tried playing the spy game with me this year. I love that shit. The best winter of my life. But simply wouldn't end. And then I found out that well, he didn't want what to happen. What's going to happen happened. He knew I wouldn't fall for it. He knew that. So he didn't know that I was the same one from the Soviet vessel, the submarine, and the Nazi propaganda. The picture in elementary school, preschool, and then the Soviet sub in New West. You knew these stories. You heard these stories. But a kid, well, this was me, the kid. Jumbo called me the kid. I met him. We met at Milestones the one time. He met a guy. He knew somebody from there. I don't know who that is. If he's brother. No. It's a guy he knew from hockey. Uh-huh. Yeah, you remember. I looked at you. One of the heavies. One of the sunnies. No. It's the guy he knew from hockey. All right. Yeah. I remember when Jumbo said, just tell him Jumbo protected. He's kind of, he was proud of that because I think he must have known Brett Hayden somehow. Something happened there. He's officially broken. Brett is unfortunately passed away in '01, '02, '03. So everybody know. The revenge I seeked for him. And I never got because he never did anything to seek for. So I loved him, but he passed. My propaganda made the world over and over again. But I think he'd be proud. Propaganda ain't that a son of a asshole. SOA. I seen. I did notice. On Sons of Anarchy in the interrogation or no, the visiting room. He was the old man made an appearance. Sons of Anarchy. He waited years for me to watch it too. I didn't watch it. I wouldn't watch Sons of Anarchy. I just wouldn't. And finally, after years and years of pervasive pervasive warfare between the two parties. Me, Cody John Edward Hayden, and the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club internationally. And then Sonny Barger as a bit of a referee, if you will, because he knew what I was up to the whole time. And he knew I liked to fight. And after years, it's funny for me because this is a one-man versus an army. And, well, I got to spill the beans. Well, it was kind of portrayed as one thing, as a madman, as a crazy man. Well, it wasn't that crazy. Because now you men are all armed to the teeth for a war that never fucking happened. And never was going to happen. And you're all trained in some form of pervasive warfare. Or something. You think something's happened. I don't know. But I see on TikToks. I see on the TikTok and the media campaign is good. It's strength. And it is honest biker. And it's good. But even the mafia. Good, bad, and worse. And then evil. Some have fallen, I think. It's unfortunate. This happens in life. But I don't think the club they're the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club, the Death Head is nothing to be ashamed of at all. It's something to be proud of. The old man, Sonny Barger, the chief. You can be proud of that man for sure. And if you wear the colors, you can always be proud of that man. And that man represents, AMC. And Cody Hayden is the kid. Was the kid. Now, 34. The lie had to come out eventually. I knocked that son of a bitch dead for 20 years. I milked that lie. 20, 30 years, 21 years, maybe. 02, 03. Yeah. Well, hey. White men know how to go to war. Some never did. I'm thankful for that. That I was never shot and buried along the way. I'm thankful. I am. Because I could have been for that lie. I know that. Hell, I knew that at the time I said it because I read that book thoroughly. Hells Angels at War. And I said, ooh, that's funny. I like to look at him. And there's a man from Australia, that I shall not, though I walk through the valley, I fear no evil, for I'm the evilest motherfucker to walk the valley. I like that. I like that one. I like that. I got a kick out of that, and I like that book. But I'm a little bit thicker skinned than some might think. Propaganda and all that. Well, it boiled over when they got involved with she was a gal that was involved with making money, and that involved them in some degree. And I think we discussed this off back channel, and I understand. It's just good to get this story out, so everybody knows where I stand. It's just better this way for now, and I can't get involved with the HAMC because I don't want to inherit any of your old beefs or the beefs, this and that. It's just better this way for me to be outside of it. But I'm still here in BC. I'm not going anywhere. And I was with the sun, I guess. Oh, that's strange. I was maybe sunny from heaven. Or did he end up in hell? I don't know. Probably in heaven. Maybe he's in purgatory with Grandpa Wayne. Because Grandma Astle and Grandma Denise would keep Grandpa Wayne in purgatory forever. But I don't know where he's at. I don't know if he's religious or I don't know. The old man, may he rest in peace, wherever he is. He was an idol of mine. I knew it right away. I still read these books and I just didn't understand why the war happened back east in Montreal with the rock machine. I didn't understand. But I just I knew one thing. I didn't think Sonny was in control of all that. I thought he created something and he just let it go. And he did his best to keep in touch with the men and discipline him when he could in his younger years. But I think when he got older, well, I think he just was devote to Oakland and left his knowledge with this son. And he's got the con. And I know you're a good man. And it's not my business. I'm just going to tell my story so it doesn't get forgotten. Because I was just someone who thought about kidnapping me. Played a role? No, not really. It's just a matter of more time I'll take a break tonight at 7:45. And, we'll be just around. Can't be on the internet always. It's impossible. So, like the one picture I had on the internet with the map. Well, some might remember this picture, the globe behind me, North River Drive. I like that picture because it showed two men, one with a dark face and one with a light face. I don't know if that's the sun doing that, I guess. I don't know what's doing that. It's not me, it's not camera trick. The sun's shining through a cloud, I guess. But I did my homework as far as movies and script, like movies, TV, books. I've done lots of reading, lots of books, and the screenwriters are smart. And there's simply lots to learn there. I was watching TV a lot of years where it got boring during the weed selling days. I was hanging out with Grandpa, I would say, but the seniors, because I would, you know, well, bored the tits right off anybody else paying attention to me because I did nothing of any importance except study and sell pot. And I get back to the underworld in a brief jaunt in the fentanyl game. I'm not in it anymore. I had to check it out. I was wondering why everybody's dying. What's going on here? And I started trying it. I only tried it 4 or 5 times. It wasn't for me. It's garbage. For me, anyways. And I don't know why it was put in the drug stream. Some use it as a cheap cut to heroin. While you guys got too cheap, they should still be on heroin out there. These people enjoyed that stuff a little bit. But that's another story. It just simply didn't do anything for me. The first time I tried it felt like a little orgasm. Just a tiny little one. And then that was it. Made me sleep. That's all. And I had puked, vomited. This garbage. This was last year, 2021, 2022. I had to experiment. I tried it to experiment to see what it was about, so I knew what I was dealing with for my own self. I don't suspect that's a good idea, so don't do that. I've seen all the news during the 2010s, the 2020s, and something made me, just think, what the fuck is going on? I want to go check it out. So I went to Vernon instead of Kamloops, which territorially, I was raised in Monte Hills, so I'm on my way to Vernon eventually. If there isn't a wall and a trench line built yet, there should be. And the coppers beware. I'm a nasty son of a bitch. Rumor mill. The rumor mill. You never know. I just know there's a secret there in that town, and I should be there pursuing it, but I'm not going there until I have a good worker. But I'm not leaving the business. Ever. Simply going to be something here in this town after I'm dead and gone, representing me in Canada, British Columbia, and my name forever be intertwined with the HAMC. It is, it will always be, but it's separate, and this is a good thing. The bikers leave a wake of destruction in certain people's lives,